That's right, guys. Today is the day. Yusuke Urameshi. I think, the picture pretty much sums all up what this guy's all about. He doesn't take shit from anyone. He loves to fight. He protects his friends as much as possible, literally almost dying for them, or dying at one point in time, but we'll get into all that later. Well, I guess the best way to get this started is just, let's just play the opening.
Can't do it, hard times, but you're gonna get through it. I promise you, cause I've been there, got up and I put my mind to it. They told me no, but I told them yes. And I used to feel all alone, so depressed, but I fought back, now I smile again. If I ever fail, I'ma just try again. And I felt pain that I thought would never end, but I prayed long and I played my cards. Then the stars aligned, cause I worked hard. Then God went and threw me a curveball. I still swung, hit a home run, and looked fear in the face, I don't run. I seen that, but I'm still blessed. I come from a world of no love. I'm hustling off of my family, boy, I never had nothing handed me. People done shit to me you can't believe. Back in high school, bitches would laugh at me. Now they're hitting me up, saying what's up. Do you remember me? I'm tryna fuck. Nah.
Yusuke Urameshi. As you can tell, he's gonna be the main character in this video today. I'm sure you can tell by the title. So let's dive right on into this and learn more about Yusuke Urameshi. 1. Yusuke Urameshi started out as a human, to spirit detective, to demon. However, in this video itself, we're only going to be working with the human spirit detective aspect. Now, with that being said, Yusuke was once a normal guy, run-of-the-mill teenager who didn't like school, always cutting class, arguing with his mom, things like that. So, one day he was walking on the street and seen a little boy playing with the ball. The boy lost his ball and ran out into the middle of the street to get it. Yusuke, thinking the child would be killed, pushed the kid out of the way and got hit by the car instead. Yusuke died. So, because of Yusuke's attitude, everybody in spirit world, or heaven, however you want to classify that in this anime, didn't have a spot for Yusuke because they didn't believe that he would willingly sacrifice his life for someone else. So instead, they gave him 3 trials to get back into his human body. Now, after completing these trials, they made Yusuke a spirit detective. Now, a spirit detective's job is to capture, battle, and apprehend demons. Now, this has been done with two of Yusuke's closest friends, Kurama and Hiei. He has both. Well, he's fought Hiei and captured Hiei. Kurama kind of gave up because he only wanted to use the demon mirror for one thing, to save his mom's life. But we'll get all that in Kurama's video, which should be coming up soon. So, one of Yusuke's first and most important missions was to catch the demon Rondo, who was killing a bunch of psychics to steal their techniques and their powers. So, in order to do that, he had to go and study and not really train, but he had to go and present himself to Genkai. Genkai is the oldest and strongest psychic out there at this point in time, and Genkai was ready to pass on her abilities to someone else. So Yusuke had to go through her trials in her tournament and figure out which person in the tournament was Rondo. Now, with that being said, Yusuke eventually figured it out, and Genkai stated herself that even if a demon won her tournament, that she would still give on her power because it needed to exist. So Yusuke can't have that, so Yusuke had to beat Rondo in order to learn Genkai's ability, which even he really didn't want to do. He just wanted to fulfill his case and go home. That's just the kind of guy he is. So, on a fluke, Yusuke found Rondo and won by accident and ended up learning and training under Genkai for about 6 months. Now, he wasn't especially happy about this because it was more work for him. So, he had to suffer through that because she is a harsh trainer. So, one of Yusuke's next cases, him and his friend Kuwabara went to save a female demon that Kuwabara eventually fell in love with. Her name was Yukina. She's also Hiei's sister. You could know that from my last video with Hiei. But they had to fight the Toguro brothers, and I'm really not trying to give away any spoilers if you haven't watched it yet, but eventually, I guess maybe if you're interested in Yu Hakusho, you will or already have. You're just watching this video for entertainment purposes. So, with that being said, I'm mostly going to be talking about the dark tournament stage of Yusuke's abilities, which is where a lot of these videos are coming from. So, because the Toguro brothers didn't die when they fought against Yusuke and Kuwabara, they had to fight them again, but this time they had to go on the demon's turf. They had to go to pretty much a demon island and fight in a demon tournament where they were the special guests from the Toguro brothers. So, with that being said, they had about 3 to 6 months to train, and they had to come up with a team of 5 people. So, it was Yusuke, it was Kuwabara, Kurama, and Hiei, and a mystery fighter as the 5th person. Now, with that being said, during each of these battles, Yusuke is learning more and more about his spiritual powers and how they can relate to his self, and how he can get stronger. So each subsequent battle, he learns more about his abilities and how to channel them, and moving on to finally reaching Toguro at the end battle. But with that being said, Yusuke has found out certain information about Toguro and Yusuke's teacher Genkai, how they used to be on the same team, and Toguro and Genkai both has won this tournament once before in their lives. And if you win a tournament, then the committee grants you a wish, and whatever the wish is, it gets fulfilled and you can keep it. And I won't go much into Toguro because he's going to be another character I'm going into, and what his wish was and what Genkai's wish was. They'll all have their own separate videos. Now, let's get into Yusuke's abilities. Yusuke's signature move is the spirit gun, where he channels his spirit energy into his right index finger and pulls the trigger in his mind, and the gun goes off. Now, the more spirit energy Yusuke has, the more powerful his spirit gun will be. So at a certain point in time, it'll look like just like a little blast. Other times it looks like he's shooting off a cannon. Other times like he's setting off like a grenade or like a nuclear bomb. Now, he also has another ability, which is called the shotgun, where he channels instead of channeling his energy into his index finger, he channels it into his fist. And instead of just one shot coming out, it is a barrage of smaller bullets that come out of his fist, but they're not quite as strong as the spirit gun, but they cover a wider area. Now, another one of his abilities is the spirit wave. He learned this from Genkai. He himself said that he has not yet perfected this technique, and that's because it is extremely difficult, and it channels your power all over your whole body. So it could be shot like a blast, or it could be channeled through a punch or a kick and make it that much stronger because it's imbued with your spirit energy. So Yusuke has only used this technique once, as far as I've seen. That was against his fight with Jin, the Windmaster, and he pulled it off, I would say, about 80% of it effectively, and it did help him get an edge in the match. So we can't really take that away from him. Now, let's move on to Yusuke's personality. Yusuke's personality is, I don't give a crap. That's basically his personality. He doesn't show a lot of emotion. He doesn't really, go out of his way to care for people. But if you're in his immediate circle, then he will always fight to protect you. He won't let anybody do anything to you, whether you're a demon or not. He made friends with demons, so that's how you know he really doesn't care about who you are, where you're from. Is more about how you treat him, how you treat his friends. And if you're in Yusuke's circle, he will pretty much do whatever he can to protect you, save your life, give his life for you. That's how devoted he is to his friends. Now, we all know the one kryptonite almost every man has. It's a woman. So, Yusuke's girlfriend, Keiko, is the one always trying to pull him off to go to school. He's trying to run away. He's forced to go shopping with her and stand there while she tries on clothes. And she is the only one that he cannot say no to. And it makes for more comic relief in the show. And eventually she finds out what he does, and she's scared, like, no, you shouldn't fight. He's like, it's my job. She said, this isn't real because it's demons. He's like, it is real because it's right here in front of your face. And yeah, eventually, she falls in line. She gets what he does and why he needs to do it, even though she's scared for his life and things of that nature. But Yusuke is a really diverse individual because his powers are linked to his emotion, and if he can just let the barrier of crap go that is bottled up inside of him, then he has the potential to be almost limitless in power. Now, I know this seems kind of brief, and that's only because I'm talking about the first and second season, because the third and fourth really shows a different side of Yusuke and a lot of Yusuke's backstory about his heritage and things of that nature, which I really want to say because it's really, really interesting, and I don't want that side to murk up this side of his story. So that's why I made this video like this, and this is why this one will be kind of shorter than the other videos, because the first two seasons were kind of like them getting their feet running on the ground, having to making sure this anime was a good anime, and making sure that they had things that they needed to do to make it a good and make it succeed, so they would have a third and fourth anime. Now, with that being said, just some slight spoilers ahead. There is a point where in my next video where Yusuke dies, then he comes back, and then that's where his heritage really plays a part, and it shows where his abilities came from and how far they can go, and it shows a whole new diverse world and area that is brand new to Yusuke himself that he has to learn to adapt to. So with that being said, I'm not gonna really spoil it more for that than that guys. But also I am going to be doing more videos about Raizen, Mokuro, Yomi. If you've watched Yu Yu Hakusho, then you know who those people are. Genkai, Toguro. I'm gonna be doing videos about them as well. So please stay tuned for that. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, comment. Always I like to reply to comments, and I always do as much as I can. Some people have a lot of good questions, like in my top 10 waifus. Somebody gave me their top 10 because they didn't completely agree with mine. If you don't agree with what I gotta say, that's completely fine. I love to banter and go back and forth. So just put it down in the comment section, and thank you guys for tuning into this video. I will bring you another one shortly as soon as I can, and I'm done editing it. But until then, I will see you guys next time.
You can't do it, hard times, but you're gonna get through it. I promise you, cause I've been there, got up and I put my mind to it. They told me no, but I told them yes, and I used to feel all alone, so depressed, but I fought back, now I smile again. If I ever fail, I'ma just try again. And I felt pain that I thought it'd never end, but I prayed long and I played my cards, then the stars aligned cause I worked hard. Then God went and threw me a curveball. I still swung, hit a home run, I look fear in the face, I don't run. I seen that, but I'm still blessed. I come from a world of no love. I'm hustling off of my family, bro, I never had nothing handed me. People done shit to me you can't believe. Back in high school, bitches would laugh at me. Now they hitting me up, saying what's up, do you remember me? I'm tryna fuck. Nah, I don't fuck with you. If the struggle hard, gotta hustle harder. Put me in the game, I'm the fucking starter. I'm the man in my city like Peter Parker. My only role model is my mama, father. I'ma pay their bills, stack that bread. So much damn shit going on in my head. Used to think that I'd be better off there. Then I realized every day is a blessing. Never fail till you stop trying. Soon I'ma be in your top 5. Sometimes I wish I could stop time. Tell me, God, why did Pac die? Do I have to die young to become a legend? Cause I don't really wanna fucking die right now. Every single day in my life I'm stressing. I've been working hard as my time right now. I bled first and I shed tears. I'll be a household name by next year. I ain't give a shit when I met fear. I'm better turn it up into next gear. I do things that I shouldn't. I did what they said I couldn't. I'm still with the same team that I came up with, not like True Gooding. God will never put you through a situation that you can't do it. I know when I speak y'all feel it. My cup's low, can you feel it? I'm pouring up for my loved ones and my dead friends that ain't make it. When life get hard and it get rough and you feel like you can't take it, search deep down inside, find the last bit of hope. This life one hell of a ride, I'm hanging on by a rope. Then God sent me a sign, said carry on with your day. Just stop stressing and tripping, take a breath, it's gonna be okay, rest.